Let's turn now to MSNBC political analyst Howard Fineman, senior Washington correspondent and political columnist for Newsweek magazine. Howard, good evening.
Hi, Keith.
Lieberman was, I think it's safe to say, dead in the water with his own voters before today. They overwhelmingly support the public option. The Republican governor of Connecticut supports a public option and introduced one. And now he goes public saying he will block a vote on the public option. I don't know enough about politics to really say I know everything here, but it seems to me this is a little akin to saying I don't care if you elect me again.
Well, he's not just underwater; he's now dived to the bottom of the river. But he figures he can bob to the surface again by 2014. Don't forget, he's not a Democrat. That's number one. Number two, as you pointed out, the insurance industry is one of the most powerful business groups in his state. He's taken a lot of money from them. They hate the public option in its pure form, or any form for that matter. And I think he's open to negotiate. And what the Democrats on the Hill tell me, and what Harry Reid's office tells me, is that they're going to try to deal with Lieberman. They're going to have to make deals with half a dozen or more senators. But Lieberman has pushed himself to the front of the line to make sure that his people back in Connecticut get taken care of.
Well, all right. His corporation's back in Connecticut get taken care of. Well, what does he want? A pony?
Well, what he wants is to water the public option down until it's completely insignificant. Make it opt out, make it opt in, not opt out. Make it a trigger that that you can't pull. On and on and on and on, and then maybe in his good graces, he might vote for the final version. Anyway, that's Harry Reid's hope.
Do you agree with Senator Wyden that the president is not being hands-off here, or that he's picking his spots, or is he just still letting Congress take the lead on this in terms of its relevance to the elections next year, or what's going on at work here?
Well, he's making calls behind the scenes. Rahm Emanuel and others, his chief of staff and others, are minute by minute in consultation, sometimes face to face, on the phone or email with Harry Reid and Nancy Pelosi and the others. But the president is being very reluctant to come out forcefully for a specific final menu in his plan. I mean, all these polls about who supports what are hard to interpret, other than the one that says, when you ask it straight, do you think there should be a public option on the menu? There's strong support for that. There's strong support for other individual pieces. But the president is unwilling to commit to a specific menu and say, this is my exact final version of a plan. His whole strategy is not to do that until the very last minute. Why? Because I think he doesn't want to fail, because I think he wants it to be the deal that he seals when he actually emerges like the cuckoo clock here at the end. The risk with that is that by the time he comes out there and announces the hour, it may be too late.
Senator Wyden said you can't be forever just the party of no on this particular issue. You have to stand for something, and we'll get to the Paul Brown genius alternative to Democratic health care reform, which is to destroy Medicare, later on in the show. But were we not supposed to have an alternative bill from the Republican leadership by now? What could be the holdup?
Oh, my gosh. The holdup is they were never going to offer one. They were never going to offer one. I've never taken it seriously. I cover the Hill from left to right and right to left and back. Their strategy all along has been embodied by Mitch McConnell, who is a master at playing the parliamentary game, and a political one, frankly. He's a very tough customer politically, and they're already gearing up their flip-flop ads, just as you heard him talk about. And he's saying, go ahead, make my day. And it's up to the president to call Mitch McConnell on it. If the president can't defeat Mitch McConnell in terms of arguing the merits of a final plan of some kind, then the Democrats deserve to lose next time around, because McConnell isn't going to offer anything. They're going to try to prevent the bill from coming up to begin with. Harry Reid thinks he's going to get the bill up on the floor. Maybe, but even that isn't a certainty. If he gets it up there, the Republicans will delay. They say it's for ideological reasons. Maybe so, but it's really hardball politics they're playing looking forward to next year.
Howard Fineman of Newsweek and MSNBC. Great, thanks.
Thank you, Keith.